$5 billion. That's the staggering amount Google agreed to pay to settle a lawsuit after being caught tracking millions of users who thought they were browsing privately with Incognito Mode. During that legal battle, internal emails revealed that Google's own engineers called Incognito effectively a lie and a confusing mess. Even Google's chief marketing officer warned the CEO that they had to use fuzzy hedging language because, in her own words, it's not truly private. I think Incognito Mode is one of the most successful illusions in tech history, and today I'm stripping it back to look at what Chrome actually does to protect your data, what Incognito completely fails to do, and the steps you can take to stay genuinely safe online. By the way, I've linked to my hand-tested guide to the best VPNs and all the sources I've used researching this video down in the description. Enjoy. First, let's be completely fair to Google here, even though it might feel a bit wrong. Chrome is actually a pretty secure web browser when it comes to keeping you safe from hackers and malware. Now, by default, Chrome handles data encryption well. It forces HTTPS, which encrypts the data passing between your device and the websites you visit, meaning, if you connect to a dodgy Wi-Fi hotspot, anyone monitoring that hotspot can't steal your passwords or read your traffic. Plus, it warns you if you click on an unencrypted HTTP link. Because Chrome and all other modern browsers do this, the man-in-the-middle attack is really quite rare nowadays. Chrome also features secure DNS, which encrypts your website lookups, and sandboxing, which isolates every browser tab so a malicious site can't jump between them to steal data. The problem isn't Chrome security. The problem is what happens when you click on Incognito Mode. Incognito Mode is not an advanced network stealth thingy, it's just a local cleanup tool. When you open a so-called private tab, your browser stops recording data. It doesn't save your activity in history, it won't save autofills, and it blocks third-party cookies. Basically, it just keeps things tidy. If you're shopping for your partner's birthday present or visiting sites you'd rather not have in your history, Incognito Mode works perfectly. It stops anyone else who uses the same device from seeing what you've been up to, but that is exactly where its power ends. Everything comes crashing down the moment your data leaves your device. Incognito Mode does absolutely nothing to hide your identity from the outside world. Your internet provider still logs the exact domain names you connect to. If you're browsing on a work or school network, they can still see every single site you visit in real time. And probably most importantly, the websites you visit can still see you. They track your real IP address, and if they use something like Google Analytics, they can instantly tie your private session to your existing digital profile. In fact, following that massive lawsuit I mentioned earlier, $5 billion. Google had to change the official warning page in Chrome to explicitly admit this. It now reads, "This won't change how data is collected by websites you visit and the services they use, including Google." Essentially, they had to confess on screen that data collection does not stop. So, is Incognito Mode actually worth using? Well, the answer is sometimes, but only if you care about what other people using your device can see, or if you need a temporary browser. And it's great for logging into a different email account, getting around article limits on news sites, or even stopping your YouTube algorithm from getting ruined because you clicked on one weird video. Is this the weird video? Incognito does not give you any kind of meaningful digital privacy. For any entity that has control over your connection, notably your ISP, school or workplace, there's no difference at all between using Incognito and just raw dogging it with a logged in Chrome tab. It's much the same for sites you visit. Your IP and device identifiers are still available to see, so it's very easy to link this activity with anything else you've done online. At the end of the day, Incognito only hides your tracks from the person sitting next to you, not the rest of the world. For real privacy, you need tools that actually secure your connection. Use a good VPN to hide your activity from your ISP and change your IP address. And consider switching to a browser like Brave or Firefox that blocks tracking scripts by default. Ad and tracker blockers are also really good, and there are loads available for free. And finally, keep everything updated, including Chrome. New releases address the most recent issues, so it's good practice to stay on top of that. But now it's over to you. Do you agree that Incognito Mode is the biggest privacy con around, or is there something that I haven't thought of? I've left links to my hands-on guides to the best VPNs and all the sources I've used for this video down below. Leaving a like really helps us out. Subscribe if you want more of what we're posting, and join us on Reddit at r/theprivacylab. Thanks for watching. See ya.